just got my iPhone 16 Pro Max and I already did the unboxing, and now it is time for the customizing part. So I spent hours on hours customizing my new phone to be exactly how I want it to look like for fall, and now I'm going to share with you what is on my iPhone 16 Pro Max in Desert Titanium and how I achieved this customization look. So let's just get right into this video because I'm so excited and I can't contain my excitement anymore. Starting off with my phone, this is the new iPhone 16 Pro Max in Desert Titanium. Honestly, I really love this color. It kind of has like a rose gold pink hue to it, which I love. I really wanted the iPhone 16 in pink, but I didn't get it because, especially since I love taking pictures, I really wanted the best camera, so I ended up getting the 16 Pro Max. But I'm very happy because this does have like a light pink hue to it and I'm obsessed with it. I think this color is gorgeous, and I also love how it matches with my case. This case is obviously fall themed. It's little ghost and I got it from Amazon. I'll have it linked in my storefront if anyone is wondering what brand it is and if you want to match cases with me. But now let's go right into my phone because I'm very excited and I think it looks so cute. This is what my lock screen looks like. I want to say right now that all of my lock screens and home screens and widget pictures are from Pinterest. I will have my Pinterest linked down below. If you go to my iOS board on my Pinterest, there's a section called iPhone 16 Pro Max. I'll have all of them saved there, and also in my iOS 18 board as well. So I tried to make it really easy for you guys to find the same pictures that I've used. But starting off with my lock screen, I have a fall ambiance type of lock screen. So it's just a picture of some trees with the leaves that are changing colors in the middle of a sidewalk. It really reminded me of going on a fall hike and that kind of scenery that I would see, and I thought it was really cool. So I wanted to have that as my little lock screen, especially for the months of September and October. At the top, I just have the date, so it's Monday the 23rd. Next to that, I have a little emoji widget, and I got that by using a widget app. Then I have the time. Then next to that, I have the weather widget, and then I have a ghost and a pumpkin. I will show you guys how to make those. I got so many questions about this, and I meant to say it in my other What's on My iPhone video for iOS 18, and I totally forgot, so I apologize about that. And then when I go over to my next page, I have another wallpaper that really reminds me of fall. So me and my boyfriend just recently went apple picking, and we took this picture and we're basically just throwing apples up into the air. It was actually a video that I screenshotted, and I think it's such a cute little picture, especially for fall. This is also on Pinterest as well. And I just have the same setup here. I just wanted to have a little bit of a different wallpaper just in case I did want to change it, so that it's already set up and it's very easy. But going back into this, so I also have two little widgets on the bottom. So I have a coffee mug and a camera, which I thought was so cool. So the first thing is the little coffee mug. If I click that coffee mug, it's really cool because it is a shortcut and it'll open right to Starbucks, which I think is very helpful and very beneficial. And then my other one that I have is the camera app. It just opens right to camera, but I did make it pink because I wanted it to match my aesthetic and make it look really cute. And if I click it, it does open iScreen first and then shortcuts and then the camera app. But personally, I don't mind that, and I do really like the aesthetic of it. And then the last thing on my lock screen is this little focus status that I have, and I just named it Autumn, so that's how it says that. But I think it looks really cool and I'm very excited about my lock screen. I'm obsessed with it. But now going into my phone. So when I open my phone, the first thing I want to talk about is obviously my wallpaper. So scrolling all the way over here, my wallpaper is just this kind of fall ambiance again, and it's just a picture of buildings and cars in the background with raindrops over it with that like rain texture. This really just reminded me of a cozy night in fall, and I am obsessed with the way it looks. And again, this picture is from Pinterest. Now going back to my first page over here. So the first thing I have is two Pinterest widgets. If you're not familiar with the new iOS 18 update, I would highly recommend going and watching my How to Customize Your Phone Using iOS 18 because there's a lot of new updates with iOS 18 and my phone is updated with iOS 18. So the first thing I have is these two Pinterest widgets, and as we can see, they're in the middle of the screen with no apps above the widget, and I think that is really cool, and I'm very happy that Apple made that possible now because I think it just makes my phone look so much more aesthetic. And I love how you can kind of just customize your apps to be wherever you want on the screen. So I have a Pinterest widget, and for me, I like using my Pinterest boards because I love when my widgets change. So for example, if I click on this widget and I click edit widget, now we can see that I'm using my Pinterest board and I'm using the board Autumn Cozy, and that it will update hourly. So every hour the photos will change, which I think is so cool. But for right now, it's just a picture of some fall baking, and I love that. And then next to it, I have another Pinterest widget, and this almost looks like it's just some coffee. I just think that's so cute, so aesthetic, and again, it does change hourly. Then coming down to my apps on the bottom, so I honestly wanted a very pink type of fall ambience hue to my apps. So I customized my apps to be pink, and I really like it. If you're unfamiliar with how to do that, you just hold down on your screen, hit edit, hit customize, and then you have to make sure your phone is in the tinted mode, and then you can choose your color. The one thing I did want to say is when you put it in tinted, it will make your wallpaper dark, and if you don't want it to do that, just make sure you hit this little sun and it will make it bright again. Personally, I like how it looks with the dark mode, so I left it like that. But going into my actual apps, so I have YouTube Studio. I use YouTube Studio all the time. I really like it for watching my analytics, and it also allows me to upload my thumbnails very easily through the app. Then I have YouTube. I love watching YouTube. I feel like for YouTube, I'm always watching it, whether I'm trying to learn how to do something, I'm watching a vlog, I'm bored and need something to watch, or honestly, I really like watching it before I go to sleep at night. Next, I have Pinterest. I love Pinterest. I honestly am on Pinterest all the time. If you do want to follow me, my Pinterest is just Sam Costa with 2 A's and a 3. I do post a lot of my own photos, which is why I was saying you'll be able to find my widgets also on my Pinterest as well. And if you're looking for my actual iOS board that I was talking about, if you scroll down a little, there's a board called iOS iPhone. You can just click that, and it's the 2 boards at the top. So I have iPhone 16 Pro Max, and then I also have my iOS 18 board, and a lot of the widgets that I use are in here as well. And then just for the rest of my Pinterest, this is kind of what it looks like. I really like it, and I get a lot of my inspiration from Pinterest, so that's why I love it so much. Next, I have VSCO. Same thing with VSCO. I love VSCO. I use VSCO a lot for storing my pictures. I never want to be in the position where I lose all my pictures, and the pictures I like the most, I want to be on VSCO, so this is kind of what my VSCO looks like. I really like it. I try to use the same preset with all of my pictures on VSCO, and I honestly love the way it turned out. If you do want to follow me, my VSCO is just Samantha Costa 1. Next, moving on to TikTok. Honestly, I've been doing a much better job at TikTok. I honestly just didn't post a lot, and now I'm starting to get into the rhythm of consistently posting. So if you do want to follow me, my TikTok is just Hey, it's Sam Costa, and this is kind of just what it looks like. I do have a lot of ideas for TikTok, so definitely stay tuned because I do want to start posting more consistently on there. Then I have camera. I love taking pictures. I say this in all of my videos. I think it is so important to take pictures and to make those memories. I love taking pictures. I love making memories, and I always say taking the picture and having the memory to look back on is so great. And if you don't want the picture at the end of the day, you can delete it, but if you don't take the picture at all, you'll never have that memory to look back on. So I literally take pictures of everything. Also, I want to say that the iPhone 16 Pro Max camera is amazing, and I'm obsessed with it. Next, I have Instagram. If you want to follow me on Instagram, it's sam.costa with 2 A's. I honestly post a lot on my Instagram stories, and I'll have a lot of polls up, so if you want to participate in answering those polls and just seeing my daily life more, be sure to follow me. But this is what my Instagram looks like. Like I was saying, I really tried to make it match an all one theme. I've also really been liking Reels. I am obsessed with them, and I try my best to make them really unique, so hopefully you guys feel the same way. Also, I love these little highlights as well. I think that they're so cute and so fun. So overall, I'm just a lot more active on Instagram. Then I have Snapchat. I use Snapchat more for my memories. Like I said, I love taking pictures, and I feel like having those memories is something I always want to look back on, so that's honestly why I still have Snapchat. I do use it to Snapchat my friends, but I honestly just send like one streaks picture a day. Next, I have my dock on the bottom, and these are just apps that I use every single day that I feel like are easy to access on the bottom. So I just have phone, Safari, and messages. There's not much to say about that. That's just where I have them. Moving on to the next page. This is more of the apps that come on your iPhone when you first get it. So I have FaceTime, Calendar, Photos, and Gmail. Then I have Notes, Reminders, Setting, and Clock. And honestly, these are apps, like I said, that come on the Apple iPhone in exception to Gmail, but they're just apps that I use most consistently throughout the days, and I feel like they're most accessible here for myself. Then underneath that, I have a color widgets widget, and I made it match my apps, and I think it looks so cute. So I have the month in the back, which is September, and then that is in like a pink hue with the background that is black, and then I have the calendar and the days of the week on top of it in white, and then it highlights the day of the week in pink, which I just think is so cute. And then underneath that, I have Apple TV, App Store, Maps, Health, Weather, Find My, Contacts, and Amazon. Basically all apps that I use that come on the iPhone, in exception to Gmail and Amazon, which I just use a lot throughout everyday life, and it's just more easy for it to be on this page for myself. Then going on to the next page, I have this really cute page. So I honestly wanted this page to look really, really clean, and I love the way it looks. So this is my editing page, and it just makes it a lot easier for me to find these apps quickly. So first I have a Pinterest widget. Again, this changes hourly, and it is that cozy autumn type of vibe. Next to it, I have 4 apps. So I have Phonto, PixArt, Lightroom, and Canva. Phonto, PixArt, and Canva I use consistently for my thumbnails, and Lightroom I use for my preset. I honestly really love these apps. I use them daily, and it's just a lot more easy for me to find them and have it on a clean page, which is what I did here. Moving on to the next page, I have this cute little fall inspired themed page right here. So we're gonna start off with my folders. So first I have a cloud emoji folder, and I did this because these are more of like editing apps, and I was thinking of iCloud, so I just made it a little cloud. So I have Widgetsmith, which is how I get some of my widgets. I have 1 Second Every Day, which is basically an app that really reminds me of what I was saying before. Always take pictures of everything, take videos of everything, and basically you just take one video every single day. It needs to be at least a second long, and you put it in the app, and at the end of the year it'll combine all those videos from every single day of the year into one video, and it's really amazing, and it makes me smile every single time I do it and look back on it. Next I have Snap Edit and Photo Wonder, and these are just 2 editing apps. Then I have Fuji. I love Fuji. I'm obsessed with it. Basically it's just a disposable camera app, and I think it looks very vintage. If you open the app, this is what it looks like. For example, I'm going to take a picture of myself, and this is what it looks like. It gives a really cute date, and it makes it look a little vintage, which I personally really like. Next I have Like to Know It and Like to Know It Creator. This is where I post a lot of the outfits that you see me wearing in some of my videos, and just any links that you guys may be asking for. Next I have CapCut, which I use for editing TikToks, and then I have Airbrush, which is just another editing app. And then over here I have Tezza, which is how I get effects on my pictures, and then I have Shutterfly, which is how I get picture prints sent to my house. Then moving over here, I have a pumpkin folder, and this is all of my food. So I have Uber. I have Uber in here because I use Uber more for Uber Eats. Then I have Starbucks, Grubhub, and DoorDash. I feel like there's not much to say about those, but those are the food apps that I use the most. Then coming over here, I have a headphones folder, and this is all of my music and things that I like to watch. So I have Netflix, ABC, Spotify, which I love so much. I really like making seasonal playlists as well. I have Hulu, Peacock, Disney Plus, Max, Prime Video, and then I have Amazon Alexa, and I use that a lot for my room lighting at my house. It's amazing. Then I have a teddy bear folder, and this is all of my banking. So I have Bank of America, Wallet, PayPal, Discover, and Cash App. I feel like that's very self-explanatory, but I do have that folder next. Then I have a Pinterest widget, and honestly this one's so cool. It connects right to your home screen on Pinterest, and the cool thing is you can have multiple of these on your phone, and they'll all be different because it's connecting to your home screen. And obviously the home screen on Pinterest, there's so many different types of pictures, and I really like it because it changes with your vibe. So for this I have a pumpkin bread loaf, I have a pumpkin patch, and then just a picture of a candle with a mug and a pumpkin and that fall scenery background, which I love. Then we have another folder, and this is my sock folder, and this is because this is more of my shopping folder. So I have Sephora, I have Urban Outfitters, I have Target, which I use the Target app every single day. I have Garage, I have Shop, which allows me to track my packages. I have Etsy, and then I have eBay. Then I have Microsoft Teams for my financial analyst job. I have Acura Link, which connects to my Acura, and then I have Orange Theory, which is the gym that I go to. And then moving on to my last page over here, I have another Pinterest widget, and this again connects to the home page. So as you can see, this Pinterest widget is different than this one, and I think it's so cute. So the first picture is just a girl with a bow with that fall background, and I think it's very nice. Then we have a fall inspired outfit, and then we have some apples. Then on the bottom, I have 2 Widgetsmith widgets of me and my boyfriend. So I have a picture of me and my boyfriend apple picking from a few years ago, and then a picture of me and my boyfriend at a Dallas Cowboy football game, and I think they're both very fall-y and match the fall vibe I was going for. Then moving over here, I have my app library. This is just a little look into what that looks like. Mainly all my apps are on my pages, but some of them are in the app folders. And then there's this new hidden folder at the bottom, which allows you to hide apps, and you can only open them with your Face Face ID or your password, which is really cool. But I talk about that more in my iOS 18 customization video. And then the last thing I'm going to talk about is this little page over here. So all of these apps are edited with the app Miko, which we'll talk about in a second. So I have a picture of me and my boyfriend throwing apples as my first widget, and it makes it look like a little music playlist, which I really like. Then I have a to-do list, and this is really cool because you can pick the picture icon, it'll tell you the date, and then I just have some things that I want to remember to do. So I have go apple picking, go pumpkin picking, and I'm going to a Dallas Cowboys game, so I have that in there. Then I have a little iPod music moment. So I have a picture of myself pumpkin picking, and then I have a picture of me and my boyfriend pumpkin picking, and I just think it looks really cute. Then I have a clock widget. I really loved the asymmetrical look here. I just think it looks so cool. Then I have a weather app, and I love this. It tells you the weather, the degrees outside, and then your location, which I'm gonna have to remember to blur out. And then I have this on the bottom, and I just have all pictures that I took myself. And the really cool thing is if you click them, it'll move and rotate through the pictures, which I think is so cute and I'm obsessed with, and I do really, really like it. And I made all of these widgets transparent with my background, which I'm gonna talk about now. So if you go into the Miko app, there is a lot of widgets and control center widgets that you can use. So the first thing I wanna talk about is iOS 18. This is all of the control center widgets, which is really cool. And then there's an iOS 18 button. And then if you go into, we'll do the Polaroid one. So you click Polaroid, and the most important part is to make it transparent. So if you click transparent, you wanna take a screenshot of your home screen that's completely blank, and then you just upload it here and you hit confirm. You're going to add some photos. So for the purpose of this video, I'm just gonna add random ones. So you add the photos, and then you select the check mark, and then you can just go through, kind of edit how you want your photos to look, and you hit the check mark again at the top. And then when you put it onto your page, you're gonna hit save widget, and then it should save it, and you're gonna go to the page that you want to put it on. You're gonna hit edit, you're gonna hit add widget, you're gonna type in Miko, you're gonna click the one that you want, hit choose, and click the Polaroid one that you want, and then it'll come up. And then the only thing you have to do is click it, click the transparent photo position, hit top, and then it will make it transparent with the top of your phone, which I think is really, really cool. That was obviously just for the purpose of this video, but that is how I did it on my other page as well. Now, the last thing I wanted to talk about is how I did my lock screen customizations. So if you go to an app called Pixar, you're going to click the blank page. The actual icons I got from Pinterest, and they're saved in my iOS 18 board. You're going to go to add photo, and you're gonna click the photo that you're trying to add. So for me personally, I wanted to add the little ghost icon that I showed you guys. We'll do the pumpkin. So we're gonna click the pumpkin, we're gonna hit add. Now for you, there's going to be a white background. All you're going to do is hit cutout, hit auto. It'll cut out the pumpkin, and then just hit apply. And then it's going to look like this. You can make it bigger, you can make it smaller. Then you're just gonna hit apply, save, and then you're going to go to the app Widgetsmith, click on lock screen and hit add circular widget. Click on photo, choose photos, click on the widget. It should be transparent. You can make it bigger or smaller. Hit save, and then you just go to your lock screen and add the widget there, and it is really cool, and I love the way it looks. So that's how you do that. The last thing we're going to talk about is my control center. So if you scroll down, this is what my control center looks like. We have a big control center, a music control center, and then the control center that kind of just looks like a lot of controls that you may need to use. For myself, I have this folder right here, and honestly, this is just what came on the phone. Then I have my brightness and my volume. Then I have my music, and this honestly is really cool. It allows you to play your music from the actual control center. Right now, nothing's playing, so that's why it says that, but it does allow you to do that. Then I have my focus, and this allows you to just kind of put any of your focuses on very easily, so you can turn autumn on or off. Then I have my camera. Then I have my customized little widgets on the bottom. So I have screen recording, I have flashlight, I have a bow, and if you click this, it goes right to the Miko app first, but then it opens TikTok, which is really cool. Then I have a dice, and that opens my Visco. Again, really cool, very accessible, and I really like it. Then I have my calculator, I have a music icon, which opens my Spotify, I have a heart, and then a coffee cup. This coffee cup allows you to track the amount of coffees you have per day, so you just click it, and then it'll track it, which is really cool. Then I have just this big music page down here, and then the controls that come on the phone. I didn't customize this page, but I do think it's kind of cool. That is everything that I have on my iPhone 16 Pro Max. I really do like it, and I hope hope you guys do as well. I think I answered all the questions, but if you have any more, definitely let me know down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you stayed up until this point in the video, comment this emoji down below, and I'll see you really soon in my next video. Bye.